You can apply to permanent residency by investing in the province of British Columbia. Continue watching this video to know what the criteria of the program BC PNP Entrepreneur Base are all about. My name is Rita Benkhalti, regulated Canadian immigration consultant for the company North Horizon Immigration. The province of British Columbia developed a program called BC PNP Entrepreneur Base. Through this program, investors from anywhere in the world can decide to invest at least 200,000 Canadian dollars by purchasing a business or starting a new business in British Columbia. Another important criteria is that to participate in the program, the entrepreneur and or their spouse need to have together a net worth of 600,000 Canadian dollars. Within those $600,000, $200,000 must be liquid because those will be the $200,000 that will be invested in British Columbia. When it comes to work experience, the province expects you, the entrepreneur, the investor, to have at least 3 years of business ownership and management. This means you cannot only be a passive owner of a company and consider it 3 years of business ownership for this specific program. You must be also involved in the operations of the company. If you do not have those 3 years of direct ownership, you can also replace it by having 4 years of senior level management in a company. Or you can combine 1 year of ownership and management together with 2 years of senior management. In Canada, the two official languages are English and French. In order to participate in this program, you must pass an exam. It can be an English exam or a French exam, and you must have at least level 4 in the Canadian benchmark level of scale of languages. This scale is a scale of 12 points, and you only need to reach level 4 on a scale of 12. So it's going to be something around very, very basic intermediate level. Finally, you have to have at least 1 post-secondary degree. Or, if you did not study past high school, if you have 3 years of business ownership at 100% shares of ownership, that means you're the only and complete owner of the company, then you do not need to show that you have a post-secondary degree. When we talk about investing at least $200,000 in British Columbia in purchasing a business or starting a new business, one of the most important criteria of this investment is that your business will employ at least one local Canadian citizen or permanent resident in the area where the business will be operating. Let's talk about the process. The first step is going to be to send your profile. It's called a registration to the BC government. In this registration, you will be listing your English or French results, your education or not, your business ownership in the previous 3 years, and all of the criteria that I discussed earlier. As well, you need to prepare what's called your business concept. You have to tell the province more or less what are you imagining. If you want to purchase a business, you have to show that you've already started negotiations with the owner of the business. And if you want to start a new business, then we have to show what is the business idea, how much money will it require, and how will it hire at least one worker. Once we submit all of this to the BC government, they will take around 6 weeks to provide us with a score because the program will rate you. They will give you some points for your age, some points for your business idea, some points for your education, and then you will receive a score. So you will be placed in a pool of candidates, of other investors, and each one of you will have a set amount of points. Every few weeks, the BC government will select the participants, the people who are in the pool with the highest points. Once you receive this invitation, there are 2 important things that must be done. Number 1, you have to hire an accounting company who will audit your net worth. Remember we said that you must show you have 600,000 Canadian dollars in net worth. Now you have to hire a third party who will actually assess all of your assets, who will see if you have any debt, and will come up with your net worth number. And it must be at least 600,000. Another thing you have to do is take your business concept, the idea that you had initially said to the province that you were interested in, and prepare a full, complete business plan. These two documents will be sent to the BC government, and then they will continue evaluating your application. After approximately 4 to 5 months, if the government is happy with all the information that we have provided them, then they will issue what is called a conditional nomination, a little bit like that. So what that means is they will allow you to come to Canada on the condition that you will do the investment you said you would do. They will not give you the full nomination right away. You will not receive permanent residency right away. What you will be able to do is request a work permit. You'll receive a 2 years work permit to come to Canada and begin your investment. After approximately 18 months of living and working in Canada in your business, we prepare a report. And in this report, we explain how you've spent the $200,000 at least in the business, how you have created at least one job, and also what does the future look like for your business. We submit this report to the BC government, and if everything looks good, that's when they will issue a nomination. This nomination is not permanent residency yet. It is the nomination from the province. Now what we have to do is take this nomination, go to the federal government, and continue with the permanent residency process, which usually will only require a police certificate and a medical exam. If you are interested in participating in the BC PNP Entrepreneur Base program, please book a consultation with me. It will be a pleasure to help you or your family achieve this dream.